This is actually going to hopefully be really helpful to you people who love wearing eyelashes but are frustrated with how hard it is to get them to go on. I have 20 plus years of experience doing eyelashes, so I kind of have a lot of tricks for you and I want to share them with you, and I'm going to put some eyelashes on Gina.
Woohoo!
So this is the glue, the kind of glue that you want. This is the brand. Gina has the pink one. It's Duo. I like the one in the blue with the blue writing. And the difference is this one dries with a dark tone and the blue one dries with no color. So it goes on white, but when it dries, it's clear. But that's the one that I think is the best one. In my opinion, I've tried them all, trust me. But we're gonna go with this. When I start out, I always, first I will, let me go backwards. I'll go like this to make sure that everything's happening, you know, towards the tip, and I'll squirt it somewhere else first to get a little bit out so you don't get any watery stuff on your lash. And here is the most important thing that you want to do. The big mistake that a lot of people make is that they put the glue on and then they put it directly on their eye immediately. The key is to put the glue on and then let it sit and dry for literally 2 to 5 minutes. And I try to get a little extra blob on the tip there, if you can see, because that's the part that usually peels up and screws you up, right?
That's where I usually have the problem.
That's right. So I want to put an extra little blob on the end, and I get a pretty healthy layer, like, because it dries, and this is going to have a bit of a tint to it, but with the clear stuff, you can really glob it on there. And I'm used to putting eyelashes on for performance, so I don't want them to fall off, and it's rare that I've had them fall off. I also go kind of like this, because you want to bend it so it goes on your eye. Then I will set them like kind of like that and let them dry upside down, right? The other thing is when you peel them off, you don't want to peel them off the backing, off the side. I kind of go like down, pull down away from the backing like that. So then you don't ruin the bend that's already there. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So then it already kind of has it stays with that little bend, because if you peel it from one end to the other, then it kind of goes boing, and then you're fucked.
Been there, done that.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has. So again, I usually start in the middle and go outwards, because then you can kind of like exclamation point with a glob on the end. Now another thing that I didn't do that I sometimes do, but these ones look good, is for my eyes, I usually trim them down a little bit, mostly from the inside out. I'll just take a little tiny pair of scissors and trim, and sometimes on the very tip of the inside, there's like a little bit sticking out that you might want to trim off so it doesn't poke you in the eye all night, and you're like trying to be sexy in your lashes and you're getting poked in the eye all night. There is nothing
That's
worse.
not the kind of poking we like.
Then I just let them sit there, and literally I will time it. Usually I do this while I'm in the middle of doing my other makeup. I do my lashes the very, very last thing that I put onto my face. Like some people, like Gina said, she was used to putting the eyelash on and then doing her makeup later. I like to put these on very last. So if you're doing it right, then it's kind of like bing, and it's your finished product. However, I'll put that on, and then once it dries, then put another layer of mascara to kind of blend your eyelashes together.
Tacky.
Yeah, because you want it to get kind of tacky. And that's when you don't have to like fight with it, because it just is gonna, when it's tacky, it'll just go poink.
If anyone's ever
Zoink.
tried to put on lashes, you will fight.
Yeah, and the only time I ever really fight with lashes is if I'm in a hurry, and I don't let them dry and get tacky. And that's why, as I said before, I usually like put the glue on to the edge of the lashes, and then I'll do some other aspect of my makeup so that I'm not really thinking about it. Now that I've been kind of doing this to bend it, like bendy, to get it so it's shaped to her eye. Now close your eye.
Close my eye.
Mm-hmm. And I'll start, and I will put it as close. See, I put it in the middle, and I put it as close to the lash as humanly possible. And then I just go to that one end.
Which end do you start on?
I started on the outside end, and you want to be gentle with it. And the inside end.
And then you work your way
And
up.
then I kind of just touch until, because if you can see, don't open your eye yet. You can see in the video, like it just kind of locked on. I just went in the middle, and then I went on the outside, The inside is the one that tends to pop off more often because you kind of usually, if your eyes are watering or if you're tearing up, then you tend to tear up on the inside of your eye.
It's kind of harder to get to the inside.
Yep. I would also put eyeliner. Do you not usually wear eyeliner on your top line?
I do. But I don't have liquid eyeliner. Or maybe I do. I don't know.
It's pretty darn good. All right, so let me just see the other side. I also, again, I'm used to doing like show makeup, so usually the eyeliner is like thick as hell.
Do you have eyeliner? Do you have eyeliner? You could put eyeliner on me.
Well, then this will dry too much.
Okay, that's fine.
Then you'll be.
Oh, that's right.
You'll be unbalanced.
We don't want me to be unbalanced.
No. But the key is,
I'm already unbalanced.
usually, like another thing is like if you put a little bit thicker line of eyeliner, then if you have this darker, because you have the strip of the lash, and then it kind of blends into your eyeliner, and then you don't really see that, especially on the inside of your eye. See how you can see the edge and I can actually fix that you see the edge of the lash.
Yeah.
And if you have eyeliner that goes all the way to the
cover
corner
it.
of your eye, then it kind of blends in. All right, we're ready for this. Let's get this up. So I go in the middle, and I just kind of flipped her, so just kind of go down with that. And then push down towards the lashes. I feel like I went a little too high on this because this eye is hard for me to get to. And then touch on the outside. Sometimes I will use one of these. If you are not comfortable putting your fingertip to your eye, you can just kind of the key is do not get too aggressive with it, but when you let it dry, you don't have to. It literally like locks onto your eye. And the key is let it dry, literally let it be like 2 to 5 minutes. And I timed it on my watch. So now I actually went in and really close up. I took a bit of eyeliner and I went over top of the eyelash all the way to the inside of the eye. So now open. So now it sort of blends in and you can't see the eyelash. Close again. You can't really tell. It's a little bit less conspicuous when you have that line. And again, I usually do a kind of thicker line to line my eyes on top because then you can kind of blend it in more. But I usually do that before I put my eyelashes on, but Gina had done her makeup previously to me putting the eyelash on. So open and let's see the final product. Ta-da. Lastly, then go back and put a layer of mascara like from the bottom up, like as if you're putting mascara just on the bottom, not top down, but bottom up.
So you're kind of, would you be putting it, you're saying from under,
yes,
right? And you're going
up, but that, and make sure that you're completely dry before you do that, because otherwise you might like blow the system. But I feel good.
Now, do you have any final tips for so I was fortunate you did it for me. So any little tips that someone who's going to try to do this by themselves?
When you're doing it by yourself, the key again is just patience. Like that is the main reason that I think people fail with eyelashes is that you've got to be patient. Let that glue dry for a few minutes before you try to put it on your eye.
Any hack tips for I've tried holding them with a tweezers to try.
I don't
to
like
get
the tweezer thing because if you get it tacky enough, then you want to go right in the middle of your eye and then work from the outside and then the inside. But you want to lock it in on the center and then go outside and inside. But it's as long as you're bending it and letting the glue dry, it usually is pretty easy.
Maybe we'll do
from my experience.
Maybe there'll be another video. We don't know.
Yeah, well, I'd be happy to.
Night.
Yeah, I could do one of me putting them on myself.
Well, we could do that too.
Yeah.